Warning, this episode does contain spoilers for Superman. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hear Me Out Pitch, or if you're returning, welcome back. I'm Tim,
I'm Willem.
and
It's been a
Yeah.
it's been a minute.
it's been a minute.
I'm
I've been busy.
I'm 30.
Yeah,
I'm old.
it's
It's been past that. Hit like a trip. I'm just kidding. I'm fine. I'm doing fine. Nothing really changed much except just the number of years I've been here. So
that, and he cries himself to sleep. at
I
night.
do not. You're not supposed to share that, Tim. Oh, but seriously though, for any of you coming for the first time, welcome to our podcast. If you really are like, what's going on, please consider staying. We're just two nerds, talk about movies, talk about stories, really. We're more of a podcast about stories now, I would say.
Yeah, we've gone from movies to stories.
We love a good story, and we're all over the place, kind of crazy, but we hope that you will just come stay, give our other stuff a listen. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Not to boast, but we do have nearly 20 original stories that we and Tim just kind of had pitch meetings about, and that's what we do here. We just want to prove that there are good stories out there. And speaking of a good story, Superman.
That was good. That was a good movie. Okay, straight out of the box, I gotta say.
Ooh, is this a spoiler? Should
Yeah,
we do a warning?
Spoiler warning.
All right,
If
I'll
you
put
haven't
that at
seen
the
it,
beginning.
If you haven't seen Superman, go watch it. It is worth it.
Seen it twice.
Um,
Probably
honestly,
third time tomorrow or this weekend.
it's worth watching. It's worth the full price
Yeah.
for the ticket.
Again, I've seen it twice.
It is a shelf worthy movie.
I will be
which
buying
we haven't been getting a lot of those lately.
it. I did do one this year. You didn't watch it. I did. Sinners is actually on my shelf right now.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
it's okay. That was a fun episode by myself. So, but no, that was shelf worthy. And when we say shelf worthy, we mean like we are buying it. And it's funny, random tangent for anyone who loves Jeremy Johns. Love him. Jeremy, I love you so much. Have you ever seen any of his reviews? I bet you if you saw him, you'd be like, I know that guy.
All right, let me
Okay, he'll look it up real quick.
Let me
But it's
pull it up.
funny because his review is like Awesome Tacular is his number one spot, and his worth buying on Blu-ray is second. But I think for me and you it's the opposite. We like to say I'm going to buy this movie. So it's just funny. And ironically enough, and I'm not trying to throw shade at him, he put this movie as a good time, no alcohol required. And I was shocked, but he did say he did like Fantastic Four. I won't tell you what he said specifically or where he really rated it, but he did like Fantastic Four. So
Okay.
I might be enjoying that this weekend, and that will be it will be 3 out of 4 superhero movies this year of being good. Well, you know what? No. I'm gonna say it. Captain America. It was good. I did watch it again,
Honestly,
and I liked it.
It was good. Captain America was good. Thunderbolts was beautiful. Very well done.
I'm still waiting for it to get on Blu-ray. I mean, on Disney.
I gotta say, I think Superman tops
Oh.
Thunderbolts.
Absolutely. I think it tops. Okay, I'm gonna throw this out here because we know that we kind of talk. So Wave 4 of Marvel's over.
Mm-hmm.
How did you like it compared to Shang-Chi? Because I know you really like Shang-Chi.
I liked it better than Shang-Chi.
So we're saying that Superman beat Phase 4 of Marvel.
Yeah. Pretty easily. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was really, really good.
But you know what's funny?
Uh-huh.
Is James Gunn directed both of those movies.
Exactly. That's that. Yes, exactly.
We've been talking about his stuff a lot the past 2 weeks.
We have.
Yeah.
We have.
Sorry, I totally
Yeah.
interrupted you.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is probably my number one. Well,
For James
no,
Gunn movies,
Thunderbolts is my favorite Marvel movie they've come out with since Endgame.
really?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
I did not realize it beat Shang-Chi. I think we might have talked about it, but really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It has beat everything. Guardians 3 very close second to it. Superman beat him out by a landslide.
Okay.
This was a solid 9 out of 10.
So, for anyone interested, I did an episode with Tim because Tim had never seen Man of Steel. And I still think to this day, Tim blew my mind with how he phrased it. And I tell people it from now on. So, Tim, how do you describe Man of Steel?
Man of Steel is a very good alien movie. It's not a very good Superman movie.
Are there aspects of Superman in
Oh,
it?
for sure.
Are there moments where you're like, okay, that's Superman?
Yes. Yes.
But
Absolutely. This Superman movie blew it out of the water. That it was I'm gonna say this hesitantly.
oh,
This is probably the best Superman movie we've ever had.
for my lifetime,
And I know
yes,
I know we got really good ones early on
with Christopher Reeves.
with Christopher Reeves, but I think this beat it out. Honestly, it's this was probably on a nostalgia level and on a, you know, how true to the character this felt. It reminded me of you know, the early 1900s TV show,
Oh, the one that we talked about.
the one that we've
and,
talked
you know,
about before.
Pre World War II,
Uh-huh.
and like everyone was getting ready for just, yeah, he
Yep.
was the symbol of hope.
Mad scientists,
Yep,
big bad, and
fighting Godzilla,
Fighting Godzilla,
all these
and-
things, and
yeah, it felt like a Superman movie. And we've got to address the people that say Superman is not supposed to be weak. He's not.
he is not weak in this. Ooh,
Okay,
again, spoilers.
Spoilers. If you
If you-
haven't seen it,
Go watch it.
go watch it.
Come back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right.
Okay. The only reason he lost was because he was fighting himself, puppeted by
A
a
mastermind. Like there was no. Luther had planned everything up to that point. We were just getting the brink of his plan, the very tip of the plan. We had there could probably been movies building up to this, but instead we got that point because all of us know who Lex Luthor are. We all know who Superman is. We really all should know his origin story. He is the epitome of a superhero. I will say it again. When most people hear the word superhero, most of us will think of Superman pretty quickly.
He is the superhero.
David killed it.
He did. Honestly, Henry Cavill is a great actor.
Love him.
And he is you know, loved by everybody because he's also just a dude.
He's a nerd.
He's a nerd like us. And he is a very, very talented actor.
You know he loves Brandon Sanderson, right?
Yeah.
Like he wanted to
Yeah.
be the narrator of the Wizard in London or whatever.
Mhm.
So anyway, sorry. That was a tangent. Just he's lovely.
David did a better job at portraying who Superman really is, and I don't think it's the actors, it is the directors and the story that they were in. I think it would have turned out just as good had Henry Cavill been
If Henry
Superman.
Cavill, I really did think about this. I'm like, if Henry would have played this version of Superman, I think because I've seen him be silly and goofy in other shows. I haven't watched the movie of him playing Sherlock Holmes for, I can't think of her name, 11 from Stranger Things. She plays his niece.
You
know what movie I'm
Millie
talking
Bobby
about?
Brown.
Yes. She, like, he was pretty goofy. He has a lot of range, whether we like it or not. He loves the source material. And I'm glad he went with Zack Snyder's take. But I feel like if it would have been made with him now, he definitely could have. I don't know.
I think honestly the two they're both very talented actors, and I think they both would have knocked it out of the park the way that David did. At the same time, I think I prefer David's Superman to Henry's Superman.
There is a dark and gritty Superman.
Yeah.
He has gotten dark and grittier over the years.
And
Things have changed.
I think it speaks to how we are today as a people, right? Where the world is kind of depressing and things are kind of terrible, but we got to have that symbol of hope, right? We've got to have Superman still be Superman. Superman's nickname is the Blue Boy Scout, right? It's been his nickname since his conception, and it speaks to who he is and what he's supposed to be. And in the movie, it portrays that very well. Everybody sees him as that symbol of hope.
And he just naturally was. Like
He
him just being
honestly
like,
was.
gosh, Garly, what the hey, dude? Like all those little things, I was like, eh.
And it was
Loved it.
it was just so good.
It was refreshing.
And Rachel Brosnahan did a fantastic job as Lois Lane.
I'm gonna cry.
I think-
She did.
I think she killed it.
That's fine. I'm fine.
Probably my favorite version of Lois Lane yet.
I think the one from the CW show, she might have a little bit more.
Yeah. Maybe.
Just-
They're
I've seen a lot more of her. Watched. I've watched. I think I'm on the last season. I need to catch up. Oh, I need to finish that. It's over. Anyway, sorry. And I can't think of that actor's name, but he also to me. Anyway, we could go on. I love Superman. I'll say that now. And I was so shocked. I'm like, I don't have a Superman shirt that isn't, because all my shirt anyway. But just, ooh, I love Superman. He knows it. Tim probably saw me over there like, and I knew it was coming because I saw it the second time with Tim, and it was Tim's first time, and I was like,
there were multiple parts in the movie where it just kind of hit the feels. Oh man, it was so good. The scene with his dad
oh,
sitting down next to him and just saying that he's proud.
it was so good, and it just for everyone that has a chance. Well, I guess I'm 30 and I can say this. For anyone who's had the chance to go out and take their children, especially a father and son moment, I'm really jealous of you all, and that's awesome. And for my dad out there, I hope you get to see it. And I thought about you the whole time, Dad. So miss you, love you. My dad's not dead. He's just on the other side of the country. Should make that clear. I was like, wait a minute. My dad's fine. He just lives on the East Coast. So, whatever. Anyway, sorry guys. It's a lot of tangents. It has been a long day, and just got one more
It has been
day.
a really long 3 Mondays.
3 Mondays. You know what? Yes. Yeah, today was a pretty Tuesday.
been a
Yesterday
really long
felt like a
3
Tuesday,
Mondays.
but today was another Monday, and it was a fast. It's been a fast week though.
It has.
But I have been getting my keys ticked in. My teeth kicked in. Thank you. Anyway, back to his dad. That scene was wonderful. I know there was some kind of like my own mother was pretty not distraught. She was pretty upset about how Mom and Pa Kent were portrayed, and she's like, they're kind of like
Simple.
rural and simple, and I'm like,
And that's how they're supposed to be. That's how they were in the comics.
yeah.
They were very simple people.
But there are
They're not
still people
dumb.
out there like that.
Yeah.
And today, some people were so shocked. Like, there's no way there's people out there who don't know how to use a phone. I'm like, yeah. And they were older. Like, they were much older because he's supposed to be 30. Like, it freaked me out because I'm like, Superman's my age. He started this at 27. and he's been doing it. He's 30, and it was kind of nice to be like, oh, he's my age.
I'm Superman.
I'm Superman's age. It was really nice to be like, oh wow, I am. Anyway, I can go off on that, but just there's so many things. So we gotta try to
Locking in.
locking in
So-
here.
Back to the symbol of hope. I want to ask you, what scene from the movie do you think kind of showed us that symbol of hope that Superman is supposed to be?
It was the it's not the aura farming moment, it's the hope farming moment. It's when he saves the woman on the bridge. And the building falls around him and he comes up. And it was and I feel like it was kind of almost like a acceptance that there are moments where Superman does have to look powerful and stoic. And it was like almost a nod to Henry Cavill. Like that was a moment there for me that I was like, that could have been Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
And I know like I promise we're not going to talk about this and really compare the two movies a lot, but that was to me, I was like, he was silhouetted and it was like, it didn't matter which of the actors, it just fit because it wasn't even David at that moment. All it was Superman. And I was like, there's a few. There's a lot. Just as, but I think the bridge, to really sum it up fast, for me, I think the bridge scene, just him saving her, choosing to take his, like, just the bridge scene, and him coming from the dust. I loved it. It was epic. It was Superman. I did not feel 30. I felt like I was, like, my earliest memories on this earth are watching the the Superman animated series. So I just was like, wow. So yeah, what about you?
So there's two. The first one is that scene. The first one is the scene where the armies are preparing to invade Jarhanpur, and there's the children
With the
putting together the banner with the Superman symbol.
yeah.
Which, for those of you who are upset because it doesn't look like an S, it's not an S. It is It is the symbol for hope
From Krypton.
from Krypton. It is not an S.
It's the L. It's the L family crest. Okay, calm it down.
It's not an S.
It's not just an S.
It's not just an S. Anyway, so there's that scene, and that was a scene that, like, I got goosebumps watching that. Like, just the kids raising it up, raising up the banner, and there's the camera panning up from the kids up this super tall pole to show the symbol, the Superman symbol, and the children whispering Superman,
Oh,
Superman.
it was so
And I was
good.
like, oh,
And then
that felt
everyone of
good.
I can't say it.
Jarhanpur.
Jarhanpur, just like joining
Uh-huh.
and singing it with them, and
Yeah.
you're like, dang it, it's wonderful. And
Symbol of hope, right
and
there.
it was symbol of hope. Symbol of hope. He's
That's-
for everyone. It reminded me of the Superman and Lois show. You know, he saves a North Korean nuclear submarine. They are getting crushed at the bottom of the ocean. Like the submarine is condensing, stuff's failing, and all of a sudden they feel something and they get lifted out. And Superman opens up the top and he starts speaking to them in Korean, and they're like, Superman, and you're like, oh. And then the American government calls him in, like, I can't believe you did that. They could have been planning to bomb. He's like, I'm not here just for you guys. I'm here for everybody. I couldn't ignore them. They were scared and alone, and I was like,
hero from Earth, not a hero from the United States of
yeah,
America.
it's not just that. And I'm very proud that we have evolved from his old phrase, truth, justice, and the American way. Like I will have memories of that, and I love that, and I respect that. But now, crap, and I just spaced on the new one. It's truth, justice, and for a better world, or for a better tomorrow.
think it's For a Better Tomorrow.
I think it's For a Better Tomorrow.
I think so.
I think so. We're going to go with it. If we got it wrong, put it in the comments. Say something. Do something. Don't check it. We're going to let them check it. He's checking it. He's doing it.
He told me not to.
He told me not to. We got to let them correct us. It's fine. Let them do it. But one thing I will say about that scene was I just loved the rest of I'm going to call them the Justice Gang, since that's what
Well, that's their name.
It is for now, not officially, but just seeing all of them and Element Man looking at him and realizing like we need to be better. Just love it. And also just the Guy Gardner scene.
Oh! Nathan Fillion killed it. Guy Gardner. If you hated Guy Gardner, good.
That's the point.
That's the point. He is Nathan Fillion said it best. Guy Gardner is the Green Lantern you call as a last resort.
But
there are better ones, right? Jon Stewart and Hal Jordan are far better than Guy Gardner ever was.
Are we talking about personality wise?
Personality.
Okay, because I'm like, hold on now.
Personality.
He's Guy still Gardner, a good Green Lantern.
No, absolutely. No, Guy Gardner is the guy that you call when you've got no one else left to call. Just because he is very arrogant.
I mean this in the most loving way. In the most loving way.
Uh-huh.
If Zach had a ring and was just a little more full of himself. But the thing is, and that's why now Zach ever listens to this, he's gonna hate me. I mean that in the most loving way, Zach. You are like the Guy Gardner, because we'll talk. If you listen to this, we'll talk. I promise, because you know what I mean. So shut up.
You know what I mean?
You know. Oh my gosh, Kat said that and we died. You know what I mean? Me and Tim. You know what I mean? I said that to him anyway. Dang it. Sorry, we are going on tangents. But I just loved... They did such a good job representing all the heroes. Cast really quickly with all the cast. Love all of them. I think...
Mr. Terrific was awesome.
He was terrific.
He was.
I think he's in my top 3. I think the top 3 are number 1, Superman. Number 2... is Mr. Terrific, and I think number 3 has to go to Lois Lane. I'm
swapping Lois Lane and Mr. Terrific on my list.
Oh! The only reason why I think Mr. Terrific got switched for me is because he hasn't been represented. I don't want to say he hasn't been represented well, but it was just so nice to have him just
be a part of things.
Be Mr. Terrific. It was like there wasn't any big explanation. There wasn't anything really needed. It was Mr. Terrific. And I don't think you understand. When Mr. Terrific walks in the room, you should feel a little more comfortable. You should feel better. Like he's going to get it done because he is Mr. Gosh darn Terrific. I'm not going to repeat how he said it, but yeah. So good.
Mr. Terrific was awesome. Hawk Girl was great.
I wanted more.
Well. I wanted more. Yes, I wanted more. I seem to recall Hawk Girl having the ability to stun people with her shriek. For those of you who are familiar with some of the more obscure Force powers in Star Wars, the Force Scream, right? What Palpatine does in Episode 3, right?
Oh,
when he's jumping and he kills the Jedi Masters. When they come to
he's
take
doing
him
something.
In. That's the Force Scream. When he jumps and screams, that is supposed to be just a wave of negative force power that stuns people and just kind of like. And I seem to recall Hawk Girl having that kind of ability.
So really quick,
we didn't really see that in this movie.
So I want to say something about Hawk Girl really quick because everyone's like, oh, is this the one that's going to be with Jon Stewart? No, because there's the race. I can't remember the race that Hawk Girl is. The redhead woman from the animated series. I can't think of her name. I'm terrible with names. You all know this. Who is with Jon Stewart. They have a kid together in the future shows. She is from a race of aliens.
Right.
The hot girl that we saw is the one that is
This is
the one that reincarnates.
reincarnated one.
Yes.
Yes.
She's
Ancient Egyptian.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
I seem to recall her having that power though.
and
I could be wrong.
I think you might be right because the thing is, I think it showed it pretty because she did screech a lot, and some of the camera angles made me chuckle.
I seem to remember in Lego Batman 2
Oh my god!
in the game that was her power and she could scream and make glass shatter. I think.
I need to play a lot more stuff. I guess I don't know.
I could be wrong. I haven't played that in years, and also I know it's a Lego game, but
They do a pretty
my
good job.
point still stands.
My point stands.
I do wish we'd gotten a little bit more from her. I did like that scene where she just summons the Egyptian god with the and the sandstorm when she shows up at the end.
I think that was more of
No, that wasn't the Egyptian. No. That was Element Man.
yeah.
I
I didn't even think about it that way.
No, you're right. That was Element Man. Yeah, Hawkgirl.
It really
She's supposed to be super powerful. Like she's very.
but we
strong,
didn't see a lot of that.
But we didn't see it.
But maybe we'll see more. I think that is one of the lower sides. It's kind of like, but this wasn't about
Yeah.
the Justice League. This was about
no.
Superman. But it was very sweet of them to like, I called in some friends and her, Green Lantern, and Element Man just went and took care of things. And I just felt
Element Man was awesome.
Oh my
I
gosh.
loved Element Man.
it was
and-
so
Oh man, and he just felt so. I know he's not, but he just felt so human.
I believe I don't know his story very well, but I don't think he's an alien. I don't know. I'm not. That's one character that I was like, isn't he the one that can do stuff with animals? I don't know. Point is, I just think everyone knocked it out. Even if they were just in the movie, screen-wise for 10 minutes or less, they were memorable, and I loved them. Speaking of that, we've talked a lot about the heroes, Tim. Now we got to talk about the opposition.
Element Man is a metamorpho, not an alien. He's a meta human who was transformed by exposure to a radioactive meteorite.
Okay.
That's
So he is a human.
yes.
All right, I thought so.
He is human. Kind of. Now that he's a meta human,
He's changed.
he's changed. Anyway, that's beside the point.
Which I am very interested to see, what it's like to have a world with 300 years of metahumans is like. Like, what will they go more into their history? Because if you watch the Creature Commandos on HBO, they really did kind of dive more into that. To some degree, they've just had this like long history. No one seemed really phased about, that there were monsters and heroes. And that show was. I think James Gunn's doing a good job so far. So now, opposition. That's where I wanted to go next.
Lex Luthor stole the show.
So how come he's not in our top 3?
Because he likes Luthor.
Performance-wise, if we had to say
Performance-wise.
actor-wise,
Oh,
like who
man.
stole the? I would have to say
Actor-wise, it's
Lex Luthor. I was
it's
so
between Superman and Lex Luthor. It's between those two. Because we saw such a human side of Superman, right? His whole thing building up, like his whole internal fight, right, throughout the movie is, yeah, he's an alien, but he's as human as he's as human as
he's
it gets.
our alien.
He is as human as it gets. Doesn't matter if he's from a different planet. He is as human as it gets, right? Lex Luthor, oh man, that was such a good performance.
It was, and I love how we didn't have to know much, and it was all out of spite. It was all out of hate.
Yeah,
And
he was jealous. It was all envy,
as he said, he knew it. And I want to say this about stories, because I've seen so many people get into random arguments about what the story means. That's the thing about a good story. is you can take it however you want and have it represent what you want, but don't like tear people down if they didn't see it the same way you do.
Yeah.
But
That being said, Nicholas Holt killed it.
oh my gosh,
Dude. Okay, here's the thing about Lex Luthor. First and foremost, he hates Superman because Superman is everything that he's not.
he makes, because if Superman's out of the picture, and if you look at Lex Luthor, he's what Bruce Wayne should be portrayed as. You know what, like
The arrogant rich guy
yeah,
who that does
who
everything.
is a genius.
Who is a genius and does save the world with his genius, but has to put himself on a pedestal. He is incredibly arrogant, incredibly self-centered, and with Superman in the picture, Lex isn't at the top. Superman is, and that's what drives Lex Luthor in everything. That's what drives Lex Luthor to hate Superman so much.
And he
I think
just-
Injustice was the only, because that was the reverse,
yeah.
right? Injustice is where the good guys are the bad guys and the bad guys are the
Oh,
good guys.
you mean the parallel?
Dark Justice League,
Yeah. Where
where it's Omega Man or Ultraman,
Owlman,
Owlman, and
Wonder. I think she's also Wonder Woman. No, she's not Wonder Woman. Superwoman,
something like that.
Superwoman, Green Lantern, all those guys.
Yeah, and in that world, long story short, Lex Luthor is
A good guy.
he's the good guy. He is the leader of their Justice League, and that's the only time, and because he is the complete opposite of Superman.
If you can find the animated movie where they fight,
Mhm.
it is and the scene where Lex and Superman talk, the good Lex Luthor and the good Superman talk to each other, and you really see like, oh my gosh, somewhere you guys. And it's funny that you did bring up the Injustice world, because
Yeah,
Lex-
Injustice is another.
Lex didn't go. He tried to like stop Superman and kill Superman a few times, but somehow they let bygones be bygones, and he was his friend until he decides to become a dictator and
I
all
was
that
gonna
crap.
say
and-
until he decides to become the
Everything-
equivalent of someone else.
And I blame Injustice. I really do blame, to some degree, I really do blame that Injustice storyline for giving us
the dark.
the dark, for really pushing it over.
Yeah.
A Superman, because really, if Superman did want to, he could start doing things that he wants. For anyone who loves Invincible, for anyone who likes The Boys, it's first off though, Homelander is nothing compared to Omni-Man and Superman, but
Steelheart. If you've read
oh
Steelheart,
gosh, yeah,
that
nope, we want ooh,
no,
ooh.
we could go into that. Real quick, Steelheart, Brandon Sanderson, you nailed it. It's a wonderful series. Thank you. Steelheart is the evil equivalent of Superman, and
I want Henry Cavill to play Steelheart
man, it's so good.
or play his dad.
And that.
Oh,
Anyway, Steelheart made me while I was reading that, it made me realize, oh, if Superman really wanted to, he would rule the world.
yeah,
He could. He would. If he wanted to, he would.
yeah.
There'd be no one to stop him, because in most traditional stories, kryptonite doesn't actually exist except on Krypton, which is
Or it's like so rare,
so far
you
away.
have to like, you can't even. Like Superman had to spend. Batman would have had to spend so much money in the show to even get a little bit, like just thin little piece.
Yeah. And then there's the show where Metallo makes a bullet out of it and shoots him.
There's so many, and
But Anyway,
I hope we get Metallo. I hope we get so many.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for DC. I don't care. So I do want to ask this, Tim, though.
mhm.
How'd you feel about again, spoilers. How'd you feel about the
If you've
change?
been listening if you've been listening,
Shame on you.
go watch it.
Just go watch it. It's silly. Anyway,
Anyway.
the big change about Kal-El's origin.
Um,
How'd you feel? I feel
I
like
think
that was
that's
something
the
you were a little
reason why it's not a 10 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah, that kind of
Tore you up a bit?
yeah, because in a lot of the stories with Superman that we've had before, right? Um, Superman's parents are the good guys on their planet fighting for what's right. And that's part of why they send Kal-El to Earth, is so that he can be a good person elsewhere and help people and save people the way that they tried to on Krypton and the way that they kind of failed because of politics.
You know, I will say part of me was shocked, but I have read stories, and again though, if Krypton was fully functioning and they knew about us, they just seemed so I don't know. I hope there's a slim chance that either Brainiac messed with it or Zod.
I doubt it.
I doubt it. But here's the thing.
I doubt it.
If that's how his parents were, but they loved him.
Yes.
That's one thing that I want to point out is that everyone's kind of upset, but no matter what, Jor-El loved his son. He loved them. They said it, and it was the first part of that message. Beautiful.
I will say, between the two movies, I prefer Russell Crowe.
I will. I think I could agree with you on that.
I
We'll
prefer
see.
that version of Jor-El, and I just love Russell Crowe. He's a great actor.
Fantastic. DC treated him way better than Marvel did.
Yes.
Just saying. But
It's not like we've talked about that before.
we have many times. But with Jor-El, I just want to ask this question to everybody. If that's their way of thinking, and if they seem to be the more mellow of the Kryptonians, because most likely they are, guys, how bad is Zod gonna be? And this is when I'm gonna say it, and I've said it many times, and it's out there on the internet. I really do hope that Henry Cavill would be General Zod, and because just the interaction of a younger, like let Henry Cavill grow his beard out and let him land and look at him and just simply say to him, if I was in your position, Kal-El, I would have done things much differently. It would have been funny. We all would have loved it. For anyone who really loved Man of Steel, I think they'd enjoy it. And I think it would be really fun if they just made Zod's suit exactly what the Man of Steel suit is, but for Zod. Just black cape, bam. I would just be like, yes. So that's my thoughts. I do hope for Brainiac. I do hope for Zod. Oh, I just have high hopes, but I left it. I really was nervous. I was gonna really hate it. Not hate it, but really kind of like, oh, it wasn't as good. Maybe I was just nostalgic. Watching it the second time, I caught so many little things, the facial expressions, just the little moments. Like, you know how many times his lip quivers, Superman?
A lot. A lot. I caught that. Yeah.
But you notice way more when you watch it again. You're like, oh gosh.
That's how it is with anything.
He
It was very well done. I am very impressed with this Superman. And Krypto is just
the goodest boy.
The goodest boy.
But a terrible dog.
Terrible dog, but the goodest boy. And I blame Kara. And
I did like that take. I did like that.
I did too. I thought it was fun that she's she's a party animal.
So apparently I don't know how I feel. I will say I am nervous about one thing, is I've learned that she was most likely born after. She might be, I don't know. I don't know what she is, but she was born like after the whole thing happened on Krypton. I don't know what that means or what that entails. I don't know if her city was taken by Brainiac. I don't know what that means. I don't know if Brainiac is the cause. Like, there's so much stuff that I think that for everyone freaking out, this character is almost 80 years old. I mean, sorry, this character is over 80 years old. He's reaching a century. We've had him so long. You can't sit here and complain and be like, well, it wasn't like that. Well, shoot, dude. Back in the 40s, he was just a simple, ugh. Point is, I think I'm very excited. And I think, Tim, if you can recall our conversation we had about Superman almost like over a year ago, I think we had some requirements that we had, and I think this filled all of them. I need to go back and listen to our episode again about it, but I felt it. I felt, because I told you guys about the scene from the comic where Pa Kent is telling Clark, I love you, I'm proud of you, you are special, and it felt like that. He felt like he loved us, and the mid-credit scene with him and Crypto looking at Earth, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
oh.
One thing we do have to mention before we end, because I think we are approaching the natural end of this video.
Honestly,
This episode.
I'm feeling pretty good about it.
One thing we have to mention is again, spoilers. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Okay, welcome back.
Okay.
Is during his interview with Lois, on and off the record, his main argument for why he went and did what he did in the beginning of the movie is because people were going to die.
Yeah.
He didn't care who was going to die. He cared that someone was going to die. And that's the big thing. Like, he does not... Superman has a rule. And that rule is that he doesn't kill people. Right? The only person that he killed in this movie was Bizarro, and that was more out of necessity than anything.
And we'll see.
And I don't know if Bizarro even died.
And also, we don't know if maybe that rule has been changed. No, because it sounds like he hasn't. I would like to think he hasn't.
He saved the squirrel. He's not going to let anything die.
He tries his hardest.
And that point, that he doesn't care who you are, he will save you. That is Superman. That is who Superman is. That's who he always has been. And you can't change my mind. Superman is the man that will never turn his back on you.
That's what this Superman felt like. It felt like if he
didn't even turn his back on Lex Luthor.
No.
Right? He tried to call Crypto off.
He did. He did. He's just a kind man.
Yeah.
It was so well done. So well done.
This is the kind of Superman that I think everybody should strive to be.
This is I've seen this and I thought it, but it's now gotten more popular. And I promise you, I thought this, and you're going to believe it. This is the type of Superman that the Iron Giant would try to be. And yeah, again, sorry. I love Superman. I really do. I really think that, before I learned a lot in life, I just knew that Superman was a symbol of hope, and this movie definitely showed it. And again, now just whenever you represent Superman, you have to have the type of Superman that the Iron Giant would learn from and want to save the world for. And he did that. And so when Pa Kent basically, almost, it wasn't verbatim, but basically says your choices are what you make Like, I just was like, so I was very happy with this movie. And I'm probably going to see it again this weekend with my little sisters. So I am very satisfied with my care this episode. So, well, before I send everyone off, Tim, do you have any final words for everybody?
Well, you all know the drill at this point. As always, love each other, be kind, and remember, you can be that symbol of hope for someone.
And I would just like to say that in times when you are looking down, don't be afraid to look up. Anyway, and until next time, we will see you later, pitches. Bye.